It's going to be a wonderful edition, I can assure you. In today's edition, you are going to be knowing what to do if you are a victim of mass arrest, okay? Now, a victim of mass arrest is someone who is actually innocent, but you are in a place where they are picking up everybody. That's the layman explanation of mass arrest. When you happen to find yourself in an environment where the police is actually, or whatever security agency, and they are picking up everybody there, then you can be said to be a victim of mass arrest in the layman understanding. That is one. So in today's edition, I want you to know that you're going to know what you're supposed to do if you're a victim of mass arrest. You're going to know some security tips to help you escape mass arrests. You're also going to know what is mass arrest. Then you're going to also know if the Nigerian police or security agencies has the right to carry out mass arrests. And if they do, you are going to know what gives them the right to carry out mass arrest. Then aside from that, we're now going to be looking at certain kinds of mass arrest that has been carried out in Nigeria. You understand me? Boys, they watch ball, just they watch ball, all of a sudden, boy, police come back everybody. You understand me? What mean by mass arrest? Or then come. The other day, like I saw a Nigerian musician from Rivers State here, they were all arrested in their environment that in the name of fraud, that some persons are fraud. Now, if someone is arrested by the security agencies under arrest, if that person, what is that person supposed to do when the person has been declared innocent? What and what should be done or should not be done? Now, these are the things we're going to be discussing in today's edition of Security Bridge. Now, moving forward, we're talking about happened severally, and a lot of persons have been victims of mass arrest. Now, you realize that most people are in the wrong place at the wrong time per se, and so they become victims of mass arrest in Nigeria. Then secondly, in Nigeria, mass arrest has been seen by members of the public as an avenue for the security agencies, especially the police, to make money by arresting everybody and then later asking them to bill themselves and all of that. That's the notion the public has about mass arrest. You understand me? They see it as maybe the security agency just trying to inflict pain on them because they are innocent. Now, when we talk about mass arrest, I want us to also understand that in security business, in the business of policing, one thing is sure. Sometimes the innocent people suffer. Now, one of the reasons why the innocent people suffer is because they are actually in the wrong place at the wrong time, or they have the wrong friends, or they have informations that could assist security agencies, or they are ignorantly part of a crime or a criminal syndicate. These are some of the things that fuel the concept of mass arrest. Now, what gives the security agencies the right for mass arrests? What gives them the right for mass arrest is called Judge's Rule. Now, Judge's Rule 5 permits multiple arrests while trying to find author of a crime. Now, after screening, those not found guilty will be allowed to go freely. I don't know if that's the case in Nigeria. You understand? But Judge's Rule 5, under our laws, allows police to carry out mass arrests while looking for the author of a crime. Now, who is the author of a crime? The author of a crime is someone who has committed a crime and is being looked for by the authorities. For example, there is a murder here. Who committed the murder? He is the author of the crime. So, if the police has an information that he is in the midst of these people watching this UEFA Champions League finals, by the way, congratulations to all Chelsea fans, Blues. Now, if the police or the security agencies investigating the murder have information that that person is watching match in so viewing center, or that that person is in so playing ground, or that that person is in so place in the market, or that that person is in one place or the other, where there are multiple people, and because they do not have a proper identity of that person. Judges Rule 5 permits them to arrest everybody in that place. So the police or security agencies investigating a crime can barge into where you are watching match, and everybody that is watching that match will be arrested. Now, when everybody is arrested, they will be screened. That's what Judges Rule 5 said. It said they should be screened. Now, when they are screened, they will now be screened, and during the screening, they will not be let to go if they are found innocent. Now, what is the essence of the screening? The essence of the screening is to enable them find out who is the exact culprit that they are looking for. When that culprit has been discovered, then they are to let those that are innocent go. I'm not angry about mass arrest. They are not feeling bad. But the challenge many Nigerians has about mass arrest is when they are arrested like that, and even after they have been discovered to be, say, innocent, things still happen where they realize that they are not let go. They are still meant to sign certain undertaking. Instead of them to be left to go, the police still want them to begin to sign certain undertaking. For example, there was a mass arrest where a musician I mentioned earlier was arrested in Rivers State. Then after investigation, for example, they came to the compound, there was suspicion of fraud, some fraudulent acts somewhere in Ozoba. Now, when that was carried out by the EFCC, it was also a mass arrest. The environment where this is happening, they arrested everybody, including the musician. Now, when they took them to EFCC, it took the musician a couple of days before he was released. For those people in Rivers State, Nigeria, they know what I'm talking about. Now, they arrested these people based on that Judges Rule 5 that gives them that right to carry out this arrest. But what the public really, I think, want to know is this. When they have been arrested, what are the things to be done? Number one, if you are a victim of mass arrest, remain calm. Remain calm. Do not try to struggle during the arrest. If they say everybody here is under arrest, do not try to run away. Do not try to struggle. Remain calm. That's security tips number one, if you're a victim of mass arrest. Security tips number two, if you're a victim of mass arrest. Do not attack the security agency carrying out that arrest. Attacking them now will have to be that you are not committing either an offense or a crime. Let's say offense. You may not be committing an offense. You understand me? By attacking a security personnel of the country while on national assignment. So remain calm. Do not attack the security personnel. That is 2. 3, while you are being arrested, you are free to ask questions. Hello, sir. Why are we being arrested? You understand me? If they answer you or not, remain calm. Now, when you get to the station, during that, you have reserved the right to request for a lawyer that you would like to invite your legal counsel. For those who have legal counsel, you can ask them that you would like to invite your lawyer to be informed of what is going on. That is it. You can also tell them to tell you why they have arrested you. That is when they have taken you to whatever station or formation they are from. Also, you also have rights to call your family. You can request for a phone call. It's your right during after mass arrest when you are in the station. It's your right to request for a phone call. Okay, so feel free to request for a phone call whenever you're on mass arrest. They are not supposed to deny you a phone call, except on issues of national security. Now, issues of national security are discreetly and covertly carried out. So if the issue falls under national security issues are issues that are threats to the security of the country. You understand me? Such as insurgency and some other forms of threat. But the one we know in Nigeria mostly is that of the insurgency, where you have the Boko Haram insurgents in the north, and then you have some agitations that have led to bloodshed and all of that. So those are the kind of one that they call insurgency and national security threats. Now, under those ones, you may not be given the privilege to start making call or calling your family. But on a normal mass arrest, you will be given such privilege. But now, no matter the mass arrest that is carried out, it's expected of the security agencies to do a screening of the personalities and the people that have been arrested to ascertain which one is actually guilty of the crime that is being committed. Now we have some questions here. Now Esther Godwin is asking here online. He said, "Does this mean we should not be in a gathering or of any kind?" No, that's not what I mean. Esther, you can be in a gathering of any kind. You can attend your parties. You can watch your football match. You can do. I'm only saying that if there is an arrest in such gatherings and they are insisting and they don't have a particular face they are coming for, or they don't have a particular face and they feel that they have information that this person is there, they can come and pick up everybody. It doesn't mean you shouldn't go to public gathering. You should be in your public gathering, but always be careful of the kind of places you go to. That's another security tips, okay? Now, always be careful of where you gather. Ensure you have responsible friends. But no matter how responsible your friend is and anything, something may happen and mass arrest will still occur. So even if you're responsible, you are innocent, you are law-abiding, and even if it's your first time of going out, it may not even be a party. It may be that you're just walking around Odumota or Ikorodu, or you may just be walking around the Gabi Mall in Abuja, or you may just be around Rumola flyover, or you may just be in Swali Market in Yenegua, or you may just be standing at Enere Junction, and then the police or the security agency around have information that the person they are looking for is within this area. They can still come and carry you. You must not be a bad person. You understand me? You can even be in your house, even if you are not in a gathering, and it will still happen. You can be in your house, watching your television, relaxing with your family, and all of a sudden, you can be arrested too. And everybody in your compound. So you can still go out, but when you are being arrested, that's what we are talking about, under mass arrest. Maintain cool, keep to yourself, do not fight officers. When you get to the station, request to inform your legal counsel, request to inform your family of where you are, and ask them what you have done wrong. That's what we're saying. Okay, Faith is saying, Faith Gabs is here. She's saying the rule says that they should be screened. In Nigeria, this is not feasible. Well, in Nigeria, actually, this doesn't look feasible, but it is actually the law. And it doesn't in Nigeria because Nigerians do not like standing up in line with the law. Nigerians naturally like taking law into their own hands. Even if some of these laws are not favorable to you, it is still important that when you are dealing, you still find your way around the law. Deal with the authorities around the law, even if that law is not favorable to you. Yes, it's not feasible. For example, in Nigeria, even we have a campaign that says bail is free. But the bail is free. A lot of people call me and say bail is never free. I have been paying for bail. And I ask them, do they give you receipt when you pay for it? They say, no, we don't have any receipt for the bail. That is because they know that bail is free. So whatever money you are paying for such bail is an extortion. And I also went further. Maybe we'll leave that for another day. We're going to do the bail is free. We'll leave it for another talk, another day, and then we'll decide to talk about bail is free and kinds of bail. Okay? Now, okay, Faith is saying again, say during mass arrest, he say, are the police or the security agencies carrying out the arrest allowed to shoot? Now that I'm not sure they are supposed to shoot. But during mass arrest, depending on the threat, the essence of the arm that the security agencies carry is to neutralize threats, hostile threats. Now, when we say hostile threats, we mean the threats such as fellow armed threats. For example, they can be carrying out mass arrests, and then there is a criminal gang there, and maybe they are the target of the mass arrest, and they have to arrest everybody. The criminal gang may decide to have a shootout with them. So they may have to retaliate in this shootout. So that is what I think will result to security agents having to shoot during a mass arrest. That's one. Then another thing is this. Depending on who they are coming for, And depending on the kind of information they have, if they have very concrete information that the person is here and they are carrying out mass arrest, and if that person is classified as extremely dangerous, which means the person has arms and the person has the ability to carry arms and has boys and people, they show up, caution demand that during that kind of operation, there should be an awareness. And this awareness most times is in form of gunshots. The essence of those gunshots is to inform whoever is intending to attack them while they are carrying out this operation that we are also ready for you. What is head of during those kind of operation to tell you, say, look, we too, we are prepared, or we came prepared. That gun is head during those kind of operation. Aside of that, I don't think there is any reason for them to have for gunshots to be heard during such operation. Now, moving forward, talking about the mass arrest, we have experienced different kinds of mass arrest in Nigeria. So I would like to briefly also tell you what are the causes. What are the causes of mass arrest, brutality during mass arrest? Now, brutality during mass arrest are mainly occurs when people are resisting the arrest. Brutality in mass arrest mainly occurs when people are resisting the arrest. Now, how do people resist arrest? Most times, people believe that they are innocent. And because they are innocent, they resist arrest. Because they don't feel that they have done anything wrong. So during this kind of arrest, they resist the arrest. And when you ask, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, now you come here, they pack everybody. I mean, because we will not get somebody. In Nigeria, we've seen a lot of this. So I'm going to go anywhere. What can I do now? What can I do? What can I do? Now, this resistance is one of the things that causes mass arrest. Now, nobody may know this, but before I started being a security activist, back then in year 2003, within 2, 3, 4, there was in the then College of Education, now University, Ignatius Ajuri University of Education, there was a mass arrest there. I was a victim of the arrest. Funny enough, we live close to the environment. We don't even live in the environment. But just because we live close to the environment, I was a victim of this mass arrest. What happened then? There was a police post, which is now known as the Rum Olumini Police, the Rum Olumini Police Division. You understand me? Then was a police post. They had a police post, and what they did was there was mass arrest. There was riots in the College of Education. The students had a riot, and so the police were deployed, tear gas and everything, and then they started rushing, getting everybody arrested. And I live in that environment, but I wasn't a student then. That's the point. I was not a student. I had no business with what was happening in that environment. But still, in my house, by the Ikechi Wabara's chamber, where I was living then with my mother and our family, I realized that they came and arrested me. And during the arrest, I revolted. I told them, why will you arrest me? What have I done wrong? I've not done anything wrong, and I should not be arrested. But they insisted on arresting me. And I was arrested, and during the arrest, I was beaten because I was resisting, and then they took force. They had to use force on me too. And that's the first and last time I have ever been arrested. However, after the screening, I remember there was a female police officer who is retired now. She lived around my one. I've seen her. She retired as a chief lieutenant of police. Then she was the DO in that divisional officer. She was the DO there. And after the screening, I remember they let me go. My mom was there, and they called me and they said, you're not a student. You are not part of this. And I was released for free. Then I wasn't even doing police is your friend, something and all of that. I wasn't even doing anything that has to do with security. You see? But they had to use force because then I was resisting the arrest. So what does that mean? I have been a victim of what I'm telling you. So when these things happen, you are not to begin to argue with people on uniform. If you know they are on uniform, you are not to argue with them. you are to obey them. Arguing them is one of the things that causes brutality during mass arrest. Now, if you would like to discuss more on mass arrest, you can hit us up on our social media page. Follow me on Instagram at BoSindeLife. Follow me on Twitter at BoSindeLife. And follow me on Facebook here. Like our page at BoSindeLife. And of course, on LinkedIn, we also at BoSindeLife. You understand? So if you want to ask questions again, more questions, then you can ask. Now, Ms. Faith is saying here, but most times the police especially shoot even when there is no threat. And that's the psychology of this country. So if where they are not supposed to be shooting, I think they did not do the right thing. They should have a reason for shooting, which I have explained. Now, secondly, I want you to know that you may be a victim of mass arrest, but you may not know the level and the gravity and offense of the author they are looking for. So when you hear the shooting, you may not know that they are shooting because of the level of the author's involvement in criminal activities and his ability to counter-attack them. But you as a passerby may not see reasons with them. So the best thing to do at this point, like we have said, is to relax yourself and move forward. Now, if you are watching this and you're just tuning in, I want you to know that you're live on Security Bridge with BoSindeLife online. We do this every Wednesday, 12 noon to 12:30, and we discuss this kind of issue. And that's how far we have discussed on mass arrest. With the remaining time we have, I'd like to briefly look into has also issued out a statement on the bomb a few days ago. Now, first of all, it is very disheartening that as a people, we will attack ourselves to that extent in order to prove a point that may not be pointful, may be pointless. However, there are talks about people that are wounded and all. So my focus right now on that is I'd like to talk to you on how to be careful and watch yourself in a crowded environment. I'm talking about this because it's related to mass arrest, which is a crowded environment. Now, I want you to know that within the current security situation in Nigeria, anytime you are in the public space, whether you are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, any public space you are, or you are physically in the marketplaces, in a shopping mall, in an establishment, in a company, in the church, in the mosque, even in your spiritual home, wherever you are, I'd like to advise you that this is the time, one, for you to drink water and mind your business. Because a lot of people are going to be victims for what they do not know. They are going to suffer for it. So you drink water, you mind your business. That's one. Based on the security situation, this is not the right time to make strength, to make friends. If you want to also, I like to advise you, this time is the time of going home early. It's not the time of spending time outside. This is the time of making sure you retire back to your homes early enough, okay? And also, if your children are in any school, if your children are in any school, this is not the time for you to send people to pick up your children. If your children are in any school, please, okay, I've been given a time up that my time is almost up. Please, can I see how many time I have left, please? Exclude this. But before I round up this section, I want you to know that this time we are in, are very trying times. And whatsoever it is you're doing, you have to be careful. Whatever transaction you're doing, you have to be careful. Okay? Security-wise, there is a lot and lot of security challenges in the situation. It's by minding your business, sitting you plan to do in line with the normal standard. Go out within the day and come back within the day. I'm not saying things don't happen within the day. I'm only saying that they are minimal within the daytime. Then two, if you are a mother and a father, make sure your children are on home at times early enough. If you get to the house, the first thing to do is check up on everybody that is supposed to be at home with you. If you have children, ask where are they. Then if you are a child and you get home too, this is the right time you ask, where is daddy? Where is mommy? Where is A? Where is B? Make sure you check up on everybody when you get home. Okay? Now, for security reasons, it's advisable that discuss you notice anything you think will compromise compromise the security and safety of your house and your environment or your loved ones, it's better in the family sitting in the evenings. You share it within the family and say, I noticed so and so thing happen. And so I noticed this. And then if there is a father or a mother, people are currently in all, this is not the time to be environment. This is the time to always be around. If someone, a bomb can go off living inside it. No government official living inside the park. All that lives in the park are young men and women trying to make ends meet. If a bomb can go off in such places, it means the target is not just the target is the populace. And who are the populace? Those doing their day-to-day activity. So if you find yourself in crowded places, be fast, do your business and leave. Okay? Do your business and leave. If you find yourself in a public bus or a public transport system, do not contribute and be part of a discussion aiming to condemn certain things, such as ideology or such as policies. You understand me? Some people are in buses, they are in buses and they can be discussing, and all of a sudden they start condemning one government policy or the other. Do not know who is in that bus. Close your mouth. Buy that bottled water and drink it and mind your business. Sometimes also you can be, we even give them right, say here and their place. Yeah. All right, that's how far we can take security. and a couple of other persons that were able to hook up to what we're doing today. Okay, please share the video so your loved ones can learn and enjoy themselves. Thank you. My name is Ambassador Bosinde. My name is screen on the screen. For those of you who require certain security consultation services, you can call the phone number